Hi friends, I'm Colonel Failure, and you are back with the Electro Sports League and the Bulldozer Power end of season Fandango. There you go, some build up for you there. We're playing the Sloths today, also 10 and 7, and let's just remind you exactly what's on the line here, because, well, it's the season's on the line. Now, we do need, a win is preferable. But ultimately, we're through, so it's all good. Well, I think we're through. I'm not entirely sure of what the rules are with regard to who it is makes the playoffs, but I'm fairly certain we have done. The Sloths, meanwhile, are also through, and so this game has no benefit whatsoever to anybody at all. So that's good. Should we just watch it then? Yeah, let's just do that. Well, the stars are out, not only in the sky but also on the field, for it's a Bulldozer Power home game. And it's Perry Salinas who's going to be up first, and the Sloths will be hoping that they can start straight. My goodness me, that's quite the uniform. Quite the uniform. Anyway, here's Perry Salinas, and she's going to get things underway for the Sloths. Right, come on, Feetham. Starting big. Starting ball. Okay, fine. Chuck and bendy. Beautiful. Right. Good. Let's fork one in down here. Oh, Feetham. That's all right. Bam Bam's on you. There you go. Bam Bam with the pick off there. And well, it's not actually a pick off because that's the thing that's specific to a particular catch. I'll just get on with the game, shall I? This is Scott Limon. Now got a Bam Bam. She's going to throw a second. He's going to throw a first. Oh no, we didn't need to throw a second. We already got them.
Now batting.
Good point. 5. Anyway, here's RJ Thrutsy. Hello, RJ. That's a nice beard. So that's a bad pitch, no matter which way you cut it. Let's chuck him an inside speed ball here. Oh, okay, he's punished us for that. In fact, he's punished us a lot. Well, you don't often get one off the top of the bike sheds there, and you did this time. It was a bad pitch. Ended up going straight down the middle, which was not what we were aiming for. The ump's still trying to decide whether that was a ball or not. Here's Antonio La Fortuna. How much Fortuna does Antonio have? Well, we'll find out.
Foul ball.
All right, come on. Come on, Feetham. I believe in you. You've been my guy all season. There you go. That's out number 2. Right, good. Here's Roberto Taylor, which is a pretty bland name considering the other names that people have in this league. But hey, you know, who am I to criticise? Well, I made the names up, so I'm everyone to criticise. Anyway, that's what are we up to? Ball 1, strike 1. Yeah, that one's gone foul as well. Right, finish him. Okay, and that one's gone foul as well. Flipping. Right, can we surprise him with a little inside speed ball? Yes, we can. Right, out number 3, side retired, but not before Bulldozer Power have coughed up a 2-run lead there to the Sloths. And it will be Cindy Vapid hoping to... I was going to say hoping to open. Okay, hoping to open strongly for the team. Letting the first one go, good discipline. Letting the second one go, poor judgment. Letting that one go, good judgment. And that one, that's 2 strikes, 2 balls now. Shouldn't have swung at that, but that's okay. The Cindy Vapid opening gambit of soaking up a few pitches has gone off like a charm. Here's Bingo Hazmat, and he'll be hoping to... he'll be hoping to do something, I suppose. Some nice pitching coming from Blythe Downhill, who is on the mound at the moment. Strike 1 and ball 2. That was obviously a strike. Come on, Bingo, you can have those if you want them. Right, full count now. Bingo Hazmat gets a walk. All right, first man on base. I mean, it's not the way that we choose to get on base, but we're on base anyway, and that's the bit that matters. It's Bam Bam Puckeye. Blown a little hot and cold this season, despite having a very respectable batting average And, demonstrating there. First pitch on base.
Number 62.
Marvellous. Here's Shamrock Bubblejet, who is one of the players on the team. Following recent commentary performances, we've decided that Shamrock Bubblejet gets neutral commentary. Well, that's 2 fouls for Shamrock now. What's this one going to be? A strikeout there for Shamrock. Most unfortunate. These things happen. Here's Veronica Hammer.
The center fielder.
Came in early on in the season to replace Zoltan, who was dramatically unimpressive. Well, striking at nothing there, and the judgment appears to be... what are you doing? What are you doing? What was that? Side retired there. Well, a little disappointing for Bulldozer Power. They had a brief whiff of being able to hit the ball, but didn't end up hitting the ball much in the slightest. Here's Ploverfield, who is the... he could be right fielder, could be catcher. Oh, stop doing that. And evidently he's in heat at the moment. That one's gone into the crowd. That one hasn't. Oh, that one's got up to centre field. Veronica's going to try and get there, and she does. Field there advances to first base, and that will bring up Donna Roussel, who's terrible. Second base player, Donna. Well, Donna, what have you got in your... oh, dearie me. What have you got in your pita bread today, Donna? She's got a big bag of suck. That's what she's got in there, but I'm going to throw a fastball here. She'll probably light this one up like it's Christmas. Hang on. There we go. Shamrock? No Shamrock. Oh, she didn't quite light it up like it was Christmas, but she got a very good hit out of it. And they're going for home. Shamrock. No, poor play there. And Bulldozer Power now need to sort themselves out. It's Herman Beltram next up to bat.
Inside.
No outs in this series so far. Well, okay, we've got a strike out of that, but frankly, this is some bad pitching coming from Feetham. And that one's got a Tintin, who's got a beans to make that one work. Right, here's Blythe Downhill, the pitcher, who's in a good mood, and will be hoping to make a good account for herself here in this first inning, second inning, whatever inning she's in. She'll be hoping. Yes, as do we all. Strike 2. That one very nicely sliding through the whole of the strike zone, and there's a strikeout. Good, that's positive. Right, back round to the top of the order, and it's Perry Salinas, who will be hoping that with 2 outs, she can do something that makes a difference to the team.
Inside.
Apparently that was a ball. The ump there, taking no time at all to make his decision. And that one's got a Bam Bam, who will throw to first, and that will be the end of the inning. The Sloths managing to rack up another point. Leaving Bulldozer Power. They're very much needing to get this kind of game underway. It's only the second inning, it's fine. They'll be good. We just don't want too much of a deficit. Anyways, Failure, who will be attempting to do something. At the moment, he's attempting to wait for the right kind of pitch, and that was the right kind of pitch, but he didn't hit it very well, so he's out.
Now batting,
that brings up Steve Murray, who we decided to leave in the team, despite him showing poor judgment at swinging at that one, and he's going to get caught there out in left field. Well, you know what? At this stage of the game, I'll take a bold strike or the strike. Yeah, a strike in the sense of swinging at it, making contact, and the ball going somewhere.
inside.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll take 1 or 2 of those, even if ultimately they end in no good. That's Tintin there with a nice hit, getting him onto first base.
Now batting number 40, the pitcher.
Here's the Professor. He's got a home run this season, you know. Oh, Tintin Hollywood, I'm getting word, has tweaked his groin.
High.
I possibly ought to put in a designated runner for Feetham, swinging for the fence. He's not going to get there, and that'll be the side retired. So we didn't actually need to remove What's his name? Hollywood. We didn't need to take him out of the game just then, but we do need to take him out of the game because we can't have our first baseman not 100%. Right. Okay. Substitute you. I don't even know who I've got available. Well, Big Rod McGurk happens to be a first baseman. So Big Rod's coming in.
Number 19.
Well, it's not going well for Bulldozer Power at the moment, but we're in the third inning. The Bam Bam dive there. Well, that's always a good signifier that the team has started to wake up. Bam Bam not diving is usually a signifier that no one's really certain what's happening yet. Is Thruitzy. He did well first time round. Lucky devil. Well, I don't think luck comes into it at this stage. I think it's just some poor play from the Bulldozers. Strike two. Ha! Face. And things. And swoosh. And out. Fatum looking jolly pleased with himself. Try not to step on the lines. Try not to step on them. Get him out first time. Here's Antonio La Fortuna. Strike one. Oh, we've gone for a steal. And who wants it? One of you must. Failure gets there, but no one was in a big hurry to kind of get to that one. So that's a good catch, and that's out. Here's Roberto Taylor, the man with the anonymous name. And, Big Rod! Big disappointment. And then Big Rod makes the decision to throw to second rather than just getting the easy out there. Twice the errors, twice the fun for Big Rod McGurk. That one's gone to centre field. It hasn't got the distance. Veronica's underneath it. And good save, Veronica Hammock, because that could have been quite a few points. Right, back to the start of the batting order, and Bulldozer Power's game starts here. Cindy Vapid. Strike allegedly. No. No, that one was right on the edge of the zone. She went for it and got out for her trouble. Here's Bingo, who hasn't had to do much so far today. Maybe this will be his time to shine. No. Well, the issues here at Bulldozer HQ continue, as that's 2 outs here in the third inning, and it remains for Bam Bam Puckeye to try and salvage anything. She doesn't, though. She gets herself run out there first. So that was quick. I mean, is quick what we want? Well, get a paint over with nice and quickly. Here's Donna Roussel. She got a double first time round. Oh, yeah, that was after I accused her of being rubbish. Anyway, that one's gone to Bam Bam, who will now throw to first, and that's out number one. Herman Beltran is next up to test his muscle on the hammer of victory. No one's going to get to that. My fielders don't dive effectively. I think you know that by now. You stick it just between them down the middle, and they won't ever get to it because they can't be bothered. Brings up the pitcher, Blythe downhill, and that was just foul. If it had gone like another couple of feet, that would have been in, and then we'd all be in trouble now, wouldn't we? Strike two. Nope, Cindy makes a dive, doesn't get anything from it, and the pitcher gets on base. Their pitcher has got on base. That's just how poorly we're playing defensively. Background to Perry Salinas, and that's good. That'll do it. Out number two. Possibly could have got a double play out of that, but we'll take the safe ones for a little while. Remind the team of the fundamentals, and the fundamentals are get the safe ones. That's fundamental. Ball one. Oh, that's a big hit, and this could spell trouble. It spells home run, as a big hit from Scott Limon is going to rack up another couple of runs, and the Sloths now with a 6-0 lead.
Now batting, number 5.
Well, I mean, Feetham wasn't great in his last appearance, and it's not improved for him in this one either. Let's strike one. That one's popped up. Now, unless the Professor does mighty bad, that's out. It is. Well, he looks disconsolate, and well he should. because the damage done there was significant. Here's Shamrock Bubblejet, who plays baseball. Strike one. Smack! Shamrock there getting onto base, and good. It's too soon to say how good, but that was okay. Here's Veronica. She did nothing on her first at bat, but then neither did most of the team. She's going to get everybody out with that one, though. Super work. Just super work there from Veronica Hammock, whose position in the team looks tenuous at best. Here's Ulysses Failure. And he nutmegs the pitcher and he'll get on base. But with 2 outs already, I can't say that really helps us too much. Mind you, Big Steve has been known to lob it over the fence occasionally. I don't know what sort of mood he's into. Swing at that one, Steve, mate. That would have been a good one. Anyway, a strike one, ball one. Failure on first base. That one's rubbish, though, and Steve's out, and so's the team. And that brings up the end of a disappointing 4th inning, where the score is now the Sloths 6. Bulldozer Power not 6. No. Featum's out of juice. We're taking him off. Right, okay, right, no, Featum, you've had enough, mate. No. I believed you could pitch yourself out of trouble, but you can't. Right, we're going to put in Sally Rhythm to start with, hopefully bring on the Conservative a little later on, because Sally's not going to be able to hang in here too long. She's not at, well, she is at peak fitness, but she's not our greatest pitcher. No, there's Cindy there with the dive, accomplishing nothing.
Now batting, number 7, the left field.
Here's the man in the iron mask himself, Roberto Taylor. Chuck it. Not safe. No, ball was there. Oh, well, they stole a base there. Yeah, that's an area of the game I probably ought to get into. And that one's gone foul. And I don't know why they're stealing bases. I mean, they're up by 6. They could play conservatively and do quite well here. Oh dear, we've got pitching errors galore, but somehow we managed to get an out from that one. And that will bring up Ploverfield, who's already done a bit of damage today and will be hoping to do some more. That one's only done some damage to the ball boy there, who was stood in the dugout and got slapped in the chops. That one's gone out to right field. Failures trying to try and get there. Well, he sort of does, but it's over the fence, and that's another home run. Well, friends, there are games where you think, that's all right, we can come back from this. And then there are other games where you go, where's the resignation button? But right now, it just looks like Bulldozer Power aren't interested. I mean, I don't know what they're interested in. I mean, it could be because they already made it to postseason, if I understand the rules correctly. And I suspect I do. Seems reasonable. But no, they're playing like a sack of spanners at the moment. And that is being demonstrated ably through the scoreline here at the top of the 5th inning, where there's 1 out and Herman Beltram is next up to bat. I mean, the Sloths should be equally uninspired, given that they too have already qualified for the end of year festival of baseball. Oh, right, there we go. We got an out. We got a double play. Good work, team. All made possible by Cindy Vapid there. And that will bring Big Rod McGurk up for his first at bat. Now, he hasn't exactly acquitted himself mightily on first base. So let's hope he can do it from the plate. Big Rod McGurk. Nope. Oh, Big Rod there, going for a sit-down. Here's Sally Rhythm. Obviously, as a pitcher, we expect very little from her. And yet, Sally Rhythm there, handsomely slapping it up the field, and she'll get onto first base there. Now, Cindy has a chance, having dropped below 400 for the season. Cindy has a chance to do something magical. Do something magical, Cindy. Well, she tried, and the magic in question is throwing an easy double play. We're out again. Yeah. Okay, that was the 5th inning done. Blink and you miss it.
Now batting number 39, the pitcher.
Well, they're showing that much confidence in their scoreline that they're keeping the pitcher in for her 3rd at-bat today. That doesn't happen very often. No, they usually sub the pitcher at about this time. They're not bothering today, though, because the pitcher hasn't had to do much work so far. Go on. Ah, Cindy throws first and that's out. You don't get to claim that, though, because, you know, you're playing rubbish. Rubbish is how you're playing. Perry Salinas!
Inside.
No, nothing. And then Shamrock grabs the ball, throws to first, and that's out. Okay, 2 outs now. This is slightly brighter, but here's Scott Limon, who's had a lovely day for him so far. He's had a home run and he's done so. He's not going to do it this time, though. Cindy, and that's out number 3. End of the 6th inning for the Sloths, and Bingo Hazmat will be up to try and score something.
Number 35, the left fielder.
2 at bats, a walk, and a no hit.
High.
Ball number 1.
High.
Ball number 2. I would have said that was probably it. Oh no, Bingo! No. They threw you off, man. Yeah, 2 slightly high pitches there, and you immediately swipe at the first one that isn't and get out as a result of it. And Bam Bam puts up an equally stiff amount of resistance. First pitch out.
Now batting.
And that leaves Shamrock, the baseball player, Bubble Jet, with a nice hit. He's going to get 2 bases off that. That will be our best action of the day so far. That's just how badly we're playing. A double is the best thing that's happened to us all day. Here's Veronica, 2 at bats, no hits. Whatever her name is, Hammock. It's usually a first name I can't get, but this time I decided to mix it up a little bit. And Veronica does enough to get the team out, so that's good too. Right, okay, well, it's...
Now batting, number 5.
I've got no news for you that's good. I'd love to say that, you know, it looked like we might be turning the corner, but honestly, it looks like the corner came up, we just drove on straight, and we're now plunging off the edge of the precipice. Yeah. There's one of them getting a hit. RJ, possibly. Throatsy.
Number 8.
I could be wrong. I think he was up, but I wasn't really paying attention. This one's a catastrophe. Well, that's popped up. That's nice. Someone get to it. There you go. Big Rod gets the out there. Finally, eventually. Here's Roberto Taylor, who's playing brilliantly today. Ah, that one's gone foul. That's a strike. Come on, Sally. Get him. Get him, Sally. Get him. That one's foul. Sally. Sally. Get him. Oh, Cindy with a good dive, but ultimately didn't get the catch. And he's on base. I was being nice about him because he hadn't had a hit all day, and I was thinking I could mind games him off the field, but I couldn't. Ploverfield, he's having a very good day. He's done some damage to us. All right, okay, Shamrock with a potential catch here. Shamrock, potential catch, very good. Shamrock gets the catch. 2 outs now. Donna Roussel had a double, a single, batted a run in. And, you know, you name it, she's done it as far as today is concerned, apart from a home run, of course. And she's never going to hit a home run. No, she just doesn't have it in her. Completely incapable of hitting a home run is Donna Roussel. Struck out, love. No. Oh, she was not best pleased at that. Anyway, bottom of the 7th now, and the question on the lips of the Bulldozer Power faithful is, are we going to get a run? Well, it's Ulysses' failure at the plate. Hey, no, that's not. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. He's out. Nope. Nice. Steve no hits Maury. Probably should have left that, Steve, but, you know, fair play. Oh, that one's gone. Just slightly outside the zone. That one's up. Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. Ball 3. Steve Murray. No. All right, well, that's the full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Steve Murray! He's done enough to get a double from that. Well done, Steve. In fact, he's going to have to get a hustle on. And, of course, you forget how fast Steve Murray isn't. Anyway, he makes it to second base. And that brings up Big Rod McGurk. Who's still hoping that he can do something. Yeah, you can do that, Big Rod. That's great. Yep, put it in the crowd. Oh, you can do that too. Well done, you. Who's a special little soldier. Anyway, that advances Steve Murray to third. Yeah, it does. Now we're taking out Sally for this one, and we shall bring in. I don't know who do we think's got some game. I'm gonna do it. In a game where we're playing badly already, there's no harm in bringing on Zoltan. Except, of course, he's out. All right. Okay. Right. Well. Oh. So let's. No, the Conservatives completely out of form. No, he's not. All right. Well, that brings up Jeff Conservative to the mound. Herman Beltran will face off against him to begin with. Oh, well, I mean, the Conservative does not give up hits, right? That's. I mean, he lives up to his name a lot of the time, and you can tell that the winds of fate are blowing the stream in our direction there. By the fact that his first pitch gets straight up the centre field, as does his second at bat there. I think he's made 3 pitches so far, and he's got 2 people on base. Okay, well, back round to Salinas, who so far hasn't had a hit today. So you know, we'll see just how badly afflicted the Conservative currently is. Ah, flipping heck. Well, it doesn't seem to matter who we bring on. Everyone is getting lit up. That's a home run. 3 runs there. 3 of them. Well, I'll be. Yeah.
Now batting.
It's Scott Lemon. He's going to hit the ball in a minute, and it's going to go quite a long way. Yeah, watch it. There you go, see? Yeah. Well, this is a curious one, and no mistake. Bulldozer Power playing like guff, and it doesn't seem to matter what format of, you know, halfway decently thrown pitches are thrown. The opposition have turned up. We got an out there, look. Bam Bam, rare catch.
Now batting, number 8, the center fielder.
And from the commentary team here at Bulldozer Power HQ, I think we might just go home. I can't say that we've really got much left in the tank as far as enthusiasm for this one, except of course that your favourite team and mine are going to be going to the flipping heck. Are going to be going to the playoffs probably, unless they're disqualified for just being a complete shambles here in the tail end of the thing of the whatnot. Here's a player for the Sloths. He's hit that one a little bit. Oh, for crying out loud, Feetham. Feetham there fumbles it a little bit, but manages to get it to first.
Now batting, number 29, the right fielder.
2 outs now. And that one's gone wide of the foul line. Alright, come on, Professor, get a strikeout here and everything will be just dandy. That's good. See, you've fooled them with 2 of them. And then that means you're inside fastball. No, that's gone to Bam Bam. Throw third. Good enough. Okay, sides out. Bottom of the 8th. Sloths, 12. Bulldozer Power, nothing. Here's Cindy Vapid. 0 for 3 for Cindy today. 0. Yeah. That's bad even by her standards. And her standards are adequate at best. Strike 1, ball 2, Cindy Vapid, staring it down. Getting a hit! Cindy gets on base. Well, that's very good. So far, 100% of the players in this inning for Bulldozer Power have got on base. Here's Bingo Hazmat. No hits for him today. He has had a walk. But that was a very long time ago now. Bingo Hazmat gets on base. Runners now first and second.
Now batting, number 24, the shortstop.
Here's Bam Bam. She's actually had a hit today. I wonder if she remembers what that sensation was like. Oh, skirts the line. Well, I say skirts. Was nowhere near to leave it. Ball one. Oi, stop throwing it at Bam Bam. What? Well, Bam Bam was struck out there. That was no way. No way was that in the strike zone. It's Shamrock. I'm coming off the fence. He's actually played quite well. Oh, what's the matter with me? He had a double and a single and he got on base again there, but at the cost of one of our players, leaving us with 2 outs, is Veronica Hammock. Who is playing like rubbish today. Although actually, a fielding's been alright. A batting, though. Total tosh. Right, good. Right, just the formality of the 9th inning now to get out of the way, and then we can all go home and forget this ever happened. Strike one. Jeff Conservative. Come on, Jeff. Look, all we're asking for, Jeff, is get a couple of strikeouts here and get your mood up. Strike two. That was good. That was good. That was good. Now, catch her out with this one. Didn't work, but Bam Bam's got you back. That was off the ground, apparently. Oh, I thought that went direct, but it obviously didn't. Herman Beltram, next. Strike one. Good, good, good. Keep it up. More of that. You know, I can hear the sound of season tickets being torn up as we speak, but then it's the end of the season and therefore the season ticket no longer has any value other than sentimental. Now, obviously, some of the Bulldozer Power faithful there will be going like, no, we can win it all. They go, not off the strength of this performance, we won't. Come on. Jeff, strikeout for Jeff. Well, that won't be a strikeout. Anyway, that's gone to Bam Bam, who is soaking up quite a few of these dubious hits and getting them back. Okay, right, that brings Blythe downhill. The pitcher. They're trying to let their pitcher have a full game. That's how disgusting this is. They're trying to let the pitcher have a full game. Now, foul. Well, Jeff's pitches are now just wildly erratic. Strike two. And a strikeout. Good. Well, a Conservative. There with a strikeout to round out what was a pitiful series for him. And here's Ulysses' failure. And, well, whatever will be, will be. That one's in the dugout. And that one is not in the dugout. Failure gets on base. Hooray for him. We just want to run, people. Come on, Steve. You've been known to lob it over the fence, man. Go on, get us a point. We just want a point. That's all we want. One little point. Think of the orphans. Ball three. Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. Steve Murray gets a walk. Well done, Steve. Runners now, first and second. Big Rod McGurk up to bat, 0 for 2 today. And no outs yet here in this gripping 9th inning. Strike one, Big Rod, not interested. That's ball one. Strike two, allegedly. I don't think so. That one was clearly going to be a strike, though. They're going to have to sub this pitcher. And that one's gone far enough to land on the dugout, so at least he's not out. That one's high. It's not got distance, though, and Rod's going to be caught out in centre for he's caught out in the centre far. Here's Jeff.
Batting number 43.
He's off. Right, okay. We'll sub him. And we're going to bring in Bernard Dunk. Okay, Bernie. Bernard Dunk! And it's good enough. Bases are now loaded for Cindy Vapid to have a moment.
Now batting, number 13.
1 for 4 today,
the
Cindy
second
Vapid.
baseman.
In the grounds. Ball 1. High and wide. Ball 2. Down the middle. And that's going to be a couple of runs for the Bulldozer Power there as Cindy hits a double. Excellent work all round. Yeah. We're only down by 10. Can we get another run? And then we'll only be down by single digits.
The left fielder.
Oh, they're taking her out. Oh, Blythe. She thought she could take it the distance, but couldn't. Here's Gershwin Uptown. He's gonna try and deal with Bingo Hazmat. Can you handle Hazmat? Well, so far you can't handle the strike zone, but we'll see what's happening here. Ball 3, no strikes. Bingo, second walk of the day. Loads up the bases. Here comes Bam Bam. She's only had 1 hit today as well, and it was only a single. She has been fielding quite nicely in the last couple of innings, but I mean, you know, that doesn't really matter when you're down by a double-digit scoreline. And Bam Bam gets a run. The deficit cut to only 9 runs. Bases remain loaded. Is Shamrock Bubble Jet.
The third baseman.
And that one's gone up to centre field. Shamrock there knocking in another run. That's now 4 runs to Bulldozer Power. Here's Veronica Hammock, who's done nothing today.
The center field.
No. You can't force it. Ball 1, strike 1. Ball 2. Strike 2. Come on, Veronica. We'll go out with a bang, not a whimper. All right, that was a whimper. Struck out there, Veronica Hammock. And here's Ulysses Failure.
The right fielder.
He's 500 on the day. And he looks that old too. Thank you very much. 1-1 is the count. Ulysses Failure. Wrapping up the season with a way that says, we'll be back. Nope, that wasn't it. Ball 2, strike 2 now. Everything to play for. Ball 3, full count for Failure, and ain't that the truth? Smash! And that's good. It's got up centre field. Failure gets on base, and that's another run batted in. All right, 12-5 now the score. Steve Morrie.
Number 63.
Cinderella story, Steve Morrie, maybe. Don't swing at that, Steve. Don't swing at it. It's starting to get a bit edgy, Steve. That one's a ball. Come on, Steve. That one's down, and that's a ball. Steve. Oh, that was thrown straight at Steve. Ball 3, strike 1. Yeah, he could have had a go for that one, but he decided to soak up the count. Steve Morrie. And that's another run. There we go. Now, there is a good argument for some of these runs could be turned into multiple runs with a little bit of judicious desperation. I think they're subbing out Gershwin Uptown, and it's Dina Wild coming in to try and finish off Big Rod McGurk. Well, he swings to the fence immediately, and that one's gone foul. Anyway, there you go, that's it. No, Big Rod there. And that's why he's not in the regular lineup. Bulldozer Power there, absolutely thrashed. I know, you felt it, I felt it. We all felt like, you know, could this be a comeback? Maybe, just maybe, maybe. No, maybe. It was a complete ruddy disaster. And we managed to claw back 6 runs in the 9th inning, but frankly, well, that was poor. It was very poor. Very, very poor. Feetham having one of his worst performances in his entire career. Your 3 stars for the day. Scott Limon, 3 of 5 with a home run. Yeah. So just one game to simulate to round off the regular season, and that's the Golden Eagles versus the Nomads. Eagles up early on, but the Nomads pacing them. No, went to extra innings, and there was that there. So into postseason, and Bulldozer Power are seeded 3rd in the Fail Brigade division. Okay, all right, okay, yeah. The Sloths, of course, seeded 3rd over in the Bad Company Conference. Conference, not division. I'm going to say conference. Good. Well, how's this going to play out? I don't know, but you'll have to tune in next week to find out. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. Cheerio. Yeah, end of the season. Right, now we have qualified. Hooray for us. Hey! But my goodness me, what a clunker of a game. Now, I don't know if that comes down to me just not being in the zone, or, it's possible, or whether the other team was very much in the same zone and said, get out, we're in here. You can't have the zone today, you must go somewhere else. But even the flashes of halfway decent or, normal play were only flashes of it. The rest of the time, it's complete rubbish. The standard 1 to 2 fielding errors, fine. I think sticking Jeff in was a mistake, but then you would say that if it didn't work. Obviously, if it had worked, I would have gone, putting Jeff in was a magnificent piece of tactical genius. And it wasn't a big... Well, anyway, next week, playoffs, round 1. Will there be a round 2? We don't know. But I'm going to have to play better than I did here if I'm going to have a chance at getting through to round 2. That much is certain.